Tommy Taylor. A footballing legend. Early life and background. Tommy Taylor, born on January 29, 1932, in Barnsley, Yorkshire, England, was a footballer whose rise to fame and eventual tragic end would make him one of the most memorable names in the history of English football. Raised in a working-class family, Taylor's early years were shaped by the hardship and challenges of the industrial town of Barnsley. His love for football was evident from a young age, and it was clear that the sport would become his destiny. His footballing talent became apparent when he joined the local team Barnsley's youth ranks at an early age. Taylor's potential was so undeniable that he was quickly noticed by scouts, who saw in him the makings of a future star. His towering height, strong physique, and skillful play in the center-forward position made him an imposing figure on the pitch, with a natural ability to lead the attack. This talent soon caught the attention of larger clubs, setting the stage for a career that would captivate fans across England. Early professional career: Barnsley FC. Tommy Taylor's professional career began when he signed for Barnsley FC in 1949, at the age of 17. Taylor's debut for Barnsley came in 1950, and he made an immediate impact with his mature and powerful performances. During his time at the club, he quickly became a central figure, earning recognition for his strength, heading ability, and his knack for scoring goals. His performances on the field were a testament to his natural abilities, and it was clear that he had a bright future ahead. By the time he was 19, Taylor had already caught the eye of top-flight clubs. His goal-scoring exploits with Barnsley, which included netting a number of vital goals, were instrumental in earning him a move to one of England's most storied football clubs, Manchester United. The move to Manchester United. In 1953, Tommy Taylor made the momentous move to Manchester United for a transfer fee of £29,999, which was a significant sum for that time. His move to United, under the stewardship of manager Sir Matt Busby, marked a turning point in his career. At United, Taylor found himself surrounded by a team of exceptional talent, including players like Duncan Edwards, Bobby Charlton, and Bill Foulkes. The team's unity, skill, and youthful energy were the perfect backdrop for Taylor's own development as a top-tier striker. Taylor quickly established himself as one of the club's star players, forming a dynamic partnership with fellow striker Dennis Viollet. Taylor's physical presence and aerial ability made him a key figure in United's attacking lineup. He was known for his heading prowess and his ability to score goals from almost any position in the penalty box. During his first season with Manchester United, Taylor's goal-scoring record was extraordinary, earning him a spot in the England squad. International career and success. Tommy Taylor's international career with the England national team was equally impressive. He made his debut for England in 1954 and became a regular feature in the national team's lineup. His powerful performances for Manchester United ensured his place in the national squad, and he was seen as one of the country's premier forwards. Taylor represented England in numerous matches, earning praise for his professionalism and leadership on the pitch. In 1958, Taylor played a key role in England's campaign for the World Cup. Although England did not win the tournament, Taylor's performances were lauded, and he proved to be one of the country's finest forwards. His ability to score goals, especially in big games, earned him widespread acclaim and solidified his place as one of England's finest footballers. At Manchester United, Taylor was a central part of the team's success in the 1950s. The club was on the brink of greatness, with a squad brimming with talent. United's young team, often referred to as the Busby Babes, had the potential to dominate English football for years to come. Taylor's presence in the team was pivotal as the club aimed for league titles and European glory. Under Busby's guidance, United had started to revolutionize English football, and Taylor was an integral part of this exciting project. The Munich air disaster. However, Tommy Taylor's promising career was tragically cut short in 1958. On February 6 of that year, Manchester United's team was returning from a European Cup match against Red Star Belgrade in Yugoslavia. The flight, which had a stopover in Munich, ended in disaster when the plane crashed during takeoff due to adverse weather conditions. 8 players, including Taylor, lost their lives in what would come to be known as the Munich air disaster. Taylor, who was only 26 years old at the time, perished along with his teammates. His death, alongside those of his fellow players, left a hole in the heart of English football. The crash is remembered as one of the darkest moments in the history of the sport, and the loss of such talented young players, including Taylor, was a blow to both Manchester United and English football as a whole. Legacy and memory. The impact of Tommy Taylor's death was felt far beyond the football field. The Munich air disaster sent shockwaves throughout the footballing world, and the loss of Taylor, a player with such immense potential, was deeply mourned. His passing left an irreplaceable void in Manchester United's attack, and the club was forced to rebuild in the aftermath of the tragedy. Despite the tragedy, Tommy Taylor's legacy has lived on. His contributions to Manchester United, both as a player and as a symbol of the club's ambition, continue to be celebrated. In the years following the disaster, Sir Matt Busby led the team to rebuild, and Manchester United would eventually go on to achieve the success that Taylor had been a part of before the crash. The club, and indeed the wider football world, would forever remember the players lost in Munich, and Tommy Taylor was one of the standout names in the group. His legacy is preserved in the history of Manchester United, where he is remembered as a player who embodied the spirit and promise of a golden generation. Conclusion. Tommy Taylor's career, though tragically short, remains one of the most poignant stories in the history of English football. He was a player who had it all: strength, skill, intelligence, and an innate ability to score goals. He represented the promise of a new era in English football, a time when Manchester United looked set to dominate the sport. His untimely death in the Munich air disaster left a hole that could never truly be filled, but his memory and his contributions to the game continue to inspire generations of footballers and fans alike. Today, Tommy Taylor is remembered as one of the greats of his era. His life and career serve as a reminder of the fleeting nature of success and the fragility of life itself. Football fans around the world continue to honor his memory, and Manchester United, in particular, holds him as one of their own. The name Tommy Taylor remains synonymous with the golden age of Manchester United, and his legacy will never be forgotten.